So if you're thinking about getting into triathlon or doing an Ironman, you might have wondered what everything costs, because there's a lot of stuff you need. And I've learned this firsthand because for over the past 6 weeks, I've been training for my first half Ironman triathlon from scratch. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you what I've spent so far. Oh, and if you've been following the 16-week training series, I'll be doing a training recap at the end of this video. If you haven't seen that series, I'll leave a link to the playlist so you can check it out. So if you're just here for the final number, I've spent about $5,860 in the past 2-3 months. Starting with the bike, this was one of the first things I got, and I was in this mindset of being very frugal for this project. I bought this used Cannondale on Craigslist. It's a 2017 Super 6, $1,000. It came with the Stages power meter, came with those head wheels, so it was actually a screaming deal. And then I picked up the things along the way. I got those training wheels on Craigslist. Those are $175. I had to pick up cycling shoes, so those were about $150, and then the cleats and the pedals were probably another $50 on top of that. I used a Garmin Edge 500. I used to train with one of those in college. It's 8-9 years old now. I was able to find one on eBay for like $40, $50. It still gives you power, heart rate, and GPS, so it works for what I'm doing. Spent the extra money to get the $50 soft strap for heart rate, and that probably cost more than my bike computer. I bought some nice race tires for those, the Continental GP 5000s. On the other set, I have Gator skins for training. Spent about $70 on some clip-on aero bars because I thought I might run that option. The helmet I got on Craigslist, it's an old Giro aero helmet, and that cost me about $40. I used to race, so I had tons of cycling kits, and at one point I decided to donate them all to Goodwill and move into my van and surf and mountain bike only. When I was coming back into this, I was like, gee, I don't really want to spend a bunch of money on kits. So I basically went on eBay and saw what I could get for like the lowest price possible. And I found a couple options that were like $40. You could get a whole skin suit, or you could get a whole kit with bibs. They've turned out to be I mean, they're Lycra, so you can wear them when you ride. Yeah, but I just got a couple extra kits. So yeah, the total for the bike so far, $1,804. And I thought that was pretty good. I also want to just talk about the tech because I did get the Wahoo Kicker Core. That guy retails for $900. Got super lucky this summer, so that thing was on sale at REI for like half off. So I think I got it for $500 after tax. I came to a certain point where I was like, I can't be riding aerobic, really light aerobic rides when I could be doing them on a trainer and typing and getting work done at my desk. I also, for tech, got the Garmin Fenix 7. This is actually the S model because I have a smaller wrist. This thing is rad. It basically lets me track the swim, the run. Now I basically can keep my pace on my wrist and see what I'm doing. I have yardage, and then it uploads everything to Connect, syncs straight into Training Peaks coaching platform. And so it's just been a game changer. $550. This was also on a summer sale from Garmin. So yeah, I feel like I got lucky with those two pieces of tech. $1,050 total for the watch smart trainer. But moving on, I'm going to talk about running because running is pretty straightforward. You just need shoes, right? Well, I got the Brooks Ghost. I spent about $150, and I bought those at Dick's because I wanted to try every shoe on. And so I wasn't really particular that I wanted Brooks. I was just like, I'm going to try every brand on and get the best fit. I also decided after a while that I needed to get some legit training shorts and shirts and stuff that I could sweat in. I've gone 2 routes. One set I have is from Lululemon, and they like the shirt is $85, the shorts are $75. And so I was like, well, I really like the quality of Lululemon. I like the look, but I was also like, I don't want to spend $150 each time I just need 2 pieces of clothes. So I also shop at Uniqlo, which is like a Japanese retailer. It just fits like smaller, leaner people, and they have shorts for like $35. I got these, and they're not quite as light and stylish as the Lululemons, but man, they feel great. They've got zippered pockets. I think I'm gonna go into Uniqlo from here on out. Same thing with their shirts. Yeah, it's like $30 a shirt versus $85 at Lululemon. And then I got a hat because I run a lot, and I got a little running belt. Overall, running $500. $50. Moving on to swim stuff. With swimming, you know, all of a sudden I was doing sets, so I needed paddles, I needed a kickboard, I needed a pull buoy. I lost a pull buoy, I bought a second pull buoy. I have goggles, I broke a pair of goggles. When I started, I bought these Tier Spec Ops, and they're supposed to be for like open water swimming. Horrible fit, like the gaskets, at least for my face, don't make a good seal. And growing up, I had always used the Speedo Vanquisher goggles. I basically bought a second set of goggles and just went back to Vanquishers. I think they work great. I swam in the ocean yesterday and I didn't really have any sighting issues. I also got 2 caps. I got a silicone for swimming in the pool when my hair was longer. I got an orange cap for swimming open water, just so, you know, visibility. Picked up some silicone earbuds. Those have been a game changer. I used to hate swimming because of all the water I got in my ear. They last forever too. I just ordered like a big boy Speedo. I've been seeing a lot of advertisements for Rocca, so I ordered one of theirs. It hasn't come yet, but I spent $50 on it. $300 total for the swim stuff. Swimming does have like an ongoing cost because you got to pay for the pool. For my pool membership, it's like $40 a month. You know, I've done that twice, so I've got $80 on the ledger. But I've also, like, with the pool being closed a few times, I've had to drop in and it's like $10 a swim or $5 a swim, whatever. So I've probably spent about $50 on pool drop-ins when my pool was closed. But moving on to services, the big ones were getting my bike fit, and that was more of a one-time thing. But yeah, I spent $350. I think the initial bike fit assessment was something like $220, and then I also got a stem and some inserts for the shoe, so $350 total. Signed up for coaching in June, and again, I have a really good coach, Torsten. It's $400 a month, and he has different packages, so this is kind of like the middle package where, you know, I get Training Peaks uploads every day so he can modify my training, and it's all super specific to me and where I'm at, and oh, I had an injury, okay, let's pull back, let's shorten that one. So he's publishing those week over week. I have 2 PT visits. I went for my shoulder and I went for my leg, and so each one is about $200 a visit. I went to see my buddy Jordan, who actually, he has not let me pay him yet. I'm trying to represent for his CrossFit gym, CrossFit Communitas here, shout out. They're not taking any new members because they're doing so well. Much love for Jordan. And then massage therapy, I go to my friend Maddie. She's amazing. $200 a massage for 90 minutes, and she's the strongest masseuse, and she's like the most technically skilled. Also with the race registration, I forgot about this because I signed up for it last year, but it's $383.90, so about $400. I'm curious if a half Ironman is half the price of a full Ironman. I don't know, let me know if you know. So anyway, services, I've spent $1,864, but then moving on to torture devices, this kind of stuff, right? My Theragun that I'm using as a microphone, the massage ball, the dumbbells, just stuff that I've been using for physical therapy. I had to get a kettlebell, some resistance bands. I had to get 2 of those massage balls because I lost one. So, you know, little things that you lose, you probably have to buy twice. And that was $200 total, $197 for that category. Yeah, that basically closes it out. So again, the total, when I added everything up, was $5,860, right around $6,000, I would say, could get you into triathlon and, you know, get you off to a pretty good start. All right, let's talk about how the training went in week 6. 13 hours planned, but last week I only completed 9.5 hours, and I was exposed to one of my biggest weaknesses, which is actually having poor planning and time management skills. To start the week off, I had a trip to Texas to help Sierra with her bed and breakfast project, which went great. I just didn't plan effectively around the disruption that the travel would cause to my training. And so a few workouts had to be shortened, and then when I flew back, there was a day where I just missed a workout because I was super tired and I just couldn't complete it. And then after those 2 days of missing workouts, just due to my own choices, I was going to bed every day at like 1 to 2 a.m. for some reason and doing all my workouts super last minute. I jump on the trainer at like 9 p.m. and then finish at 10:30. So I was getting all the compliance check boxes for my training, but my rest was just crap. And that's been the cycle that I've been stuck in, and it kind of seems impossible to break. So this week I've really been focusing on time management, tracking my time throughout the week, and then from those results trying to build a schedule around training and work that allows me to make the most effective use of my time. But that's for next week's video. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and please subscribe. See you next week.